Two issues before the court. One was that the central government wanted to withdraw its notification of 2016, by which the central government had tried to have a situation that Jallikattu may be performed subject to aspects of cruelty, etc. being taken care of. In view of the fact that an ordinance was brought by the state legislature, which has been replaced by an act with the assent of the Honourable President, the application of the state government, the central government became irrelevant, and that was withdrawn. The second more important thing was a challenge was made to the state law by several writ petitioners. The challenge was resisted by the lawyers of the state government and of the centre. I was representing the central government. After hearing both sides, the court has asked the centre and the state to respond, and the matter will now come up after about 3 months. In the meanwhile, the petitioners also asked for a stay on the operation of the act so that Jallikattu may be stopped. That stay was also resisted by lawyers of Tamil Nadu and the centre, and the court has refused to grant any stay. The case will now come up after 3 or 4 months, and meanwhile, obviously, the Jallikattu, subject to the inbuilt controls in the act for preventing cruelty, will go on.
So there were several questions on how AWBI, being a part of MOEF, being a part of Environment Ministry, how did they come to Supreme Court? There were several allegations that the advocates was forged, and even the judges observed that the AG will take note of it.
No,
what do you want to say on that?
I don't really know the truth of the allegations which were being made about the Animal Welfare Board, which is under the MOEF. No, I have asked the officers to examine the nature of the allegations which were being made, and they will give me a report after a week or 10 days.
So how the court looked at the new law which was brought with Tamil Nadu government, whether this is legal, valid or null and void?
See,
is a permanent solution for this issue?
Well, the petitioners obviously said that the law is invalid. The state has no power. It is contrary to the 2014 judgment of the Supreme Court. On the other side, we argued that the law is valid. The state has power to pass such a law which recognizes the culture of the state of Tamil Nadu, number one, and also to preserve the breeding of the bulls. That is what the act says. So we had argued that this law is valid and it is not in conflict with the 2014 judgment, and it should be allowed to prevail. A stay was asked for, and as I told you, stay was refused. And let us see what happens. I mean, it's very difficult to say today ultimately what will happen.
In 2009 also, Tamil Nadu government was brought this same type of law or regulation.
No,
act.
that was
it was struck down by the...
No, that was a different position. Today the position is different. The ground rules, the ground realities under the new law are very different from the 2009 Act which was brought by Tamil Nadu.